Alright, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all about the $20 curse. The $20 curse is something that happens when you find money at your job while it's working. If you're outside like I was earlier today, that just happened I just got out of work like 10 minutes ago. And now I'm home telling you about the $20 curse. And basically what happens was, I was at work, I was walking around, pushing carts outside like I usually do, bored out of my fucking mind, just so bored. This is VideoGameStupid, by the way, this is VideoGameStupid talking. I was so bored, and you know what? I was looking down near this car, far, far, far away from the actual store, and guess what? Guess what? There was money on the ground. I was like, oh, and it wasn't like a 1 or 5. It was a $20 bill. That's like worth two $10 bills right there, but it's in a $20 form. I don't have any more because I already spent it. I got me some of this right here. I got me some more ice cream downstairs. I got me some juice. I got me some Doritos, some vinegar, because I eat the vinegar with the Doritos because it takes away the taste of the vinegar when I eat the Doritos after drinking the vinegar. But you know what? $20 is right there. I grabbed it, snatched it, and I just walked around a bit. You know, just had it in my hand, kind of had it in my hand like this. Kind of made it so it wasn't showing or anything. Kind of like, let's use that as an example. Here's a $20 bill. It's a $20 bill. It's not a $1 bill. It's a $20 bill, people. A $20 bill. Kind of like this. I walked around pushing carts. Eventually I got inside. Went to a safe area. Pocketed that shit. After work, I spent that. But here lies the problem. Okay, here's a $20 curse. Now, for work, this past month, you know, I guess somebody else in the company's daughter got like injured or something, or they died or something like that. So we got to like actually like wear on wherever we wanted to. So you know, today I wore my John Cena shirt, my John Cena SNES style "You Can't See Me" shirt right here, and some jeans right here, some jeans. Stop looking at that. Some jeans. I wore some jeans, and you know it was all pretty cool. You know, I get to wear whatever I wanted to. I wasn't wearing on this, obviously. Or maybe I was. Maybe I was wearing this on too. I was wearing on this very hat, the Cthulhu hat, and my mask. I was wearing this on as well. But anyway, and I was walking around, and you know, I've got my $20 bill, and then eventually the bottle machine area. This is basically where like people deposit their get their 5 cents for their bottles and shit. It's really stupid and ridiculous. They should just get rid of it because it's so useless and annoying and all that crap. But you know, there was a lot of people in here today. A lot of people. Like, it got so bad that, like, it was at the point where, like, we couldn't even move. We could not even move. And then on top of it off, one of the people also working, doing, like, you know, maintenance, custodial duties and stuff, he was outside trying to get this garbage. It was much like last year where there was that garbage outside that was, like, so nasty that, like, it smelled bad and it was, like almost, like, poisonous and crap. It was that same kind of garbage, and it rained like twice this weekend, so it was extremely wet. It was extremely, extremely wet. It was like filled with water, basically. He had to puncture a hole through it, and water just poured out. Dirty ass, muddy looking, disgusting, maggot infested water poured out of the bags. So then we got the idea that maybe we should just put a great, huge, gigantic bag, get one of those giant bags, and then put both the bags of disgusting, nasty water into that one bag. And that took a long time to do. It took a while, and he decided to take his gloves off for some stupid, retarded reason. So I had to actually do it myself because I was the only one that had gloves on. So you know that took a while, and then eventually, like, we got the bags in, and then I came with the idea of, like, you know, remember if you watched the Final Fantasy X2 video, I mentioned how, like, last year how we had to actually take the bag, cart it out to the back area, and have someone open the door so he could let me in so I can just like throw it in the compactor from there. So basically I told him that. He's like, okay, you take the garbage and I'll go and get the door open. I'm like, I want to flip him off and shit because it's like, why don't you do it, you fucker? But since he was the one that was originally taking the garbage out anyway, I was just there to help him. But whatever, I did it. I carted it off to the back. Then eventually some stupid box of like papers and stuff fell out, and these two girls came out. One of them actually works at the store I work at, and it just dumped off everywhere and stuff. All the papers went flying everywhere. To pick it up. These two girls come out and they're like, "Oh, we'll help you. Oh, we're good Samaritans, all that stuff." I'm like, you don't have to. I really didn't want them to help me because one of the girls actually went for the bag, the great big bag of nasty garbage, and it was still leaking a little. So she grabbed it from the bottom. She's like, ew, it's all sticky. And I was like, oh, she touched it. Oh, she touched all that nasty, disgusting garbage. And it was so gross. It's like, she just grabbed it. I didn't want her to touch it. That's why I didn't want anybody to help me. But she just went for the bag. Like, the other girl just went for the papers and stuff that was on the ground. That wasn't really wet. It kind of was because it was the garbage leaked onto the papers, but she went right for the bag and it was leaking into her hand. I was like, oh, that's nasty. That's fucking nasty. I was like, I'm sorry you had to touch that. She's like, oh, it's okay, we're good Samaritans. So I'm like, okay. They said their goodbyes. I just went off, went to the back still, and then I got there. The door is like a little bit ajar. Open it, and the trash compactor is open, and I'm like, okay, I'll put the garbage in. And then, actually, let's call the other person that I was just talking about, the other person I was helping out, we'll call him Jesus Boy, because he's always going on about Jesus and stuff, because he's like religious fanatic person. Alright, Jesus Boy was there, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna go, there's like a whole bunch of people in the bottom room, and they're all going off, so why don't you just go and take the garbage? And this garbage was like, it was filled with 2 bags, not just one, but 2 heavy-ass bags. Now, look at me, I'm very skinny, I'm not that strong, I can't lift it all by myself. And so he just kind of leaves me there, and I'm left there to go put the bags in the compactor myself. And my God, it was horrible. Stuff was leaking out. It got on my face. Some of it got on my face. It got all over my clothes, all my John Cena shirt, and all over my pants and shit. Like, it just got all over me. It was just... It just got all over me. I was like, ah, what the fuck? I was covered in just this nasty... I wasn't really covered, but it was... I wouldn't say covered, but it just got like... It kind of like leaked and touched all over my clothes and stuff. Like, it smeared off of my clothes and it got in my face, too. It was just this... Oh... I was really... It cost me all my strength to get that bag in that compactor. Because, let's just say, here's the compactor, and then here's where the bag is located. In this little cart. So basically I had to try to get it from all over there, up and over, and then down to shoot. And it was distraughting. And then to top it off, there was a dog. Now this dog usually comes around, there's this owner, I think he's like a homeless man or something, I don't know, but this owner, and he has this dog, I'm not gonna. It's a brown dog. I don't know what kind of dog it is though, but it's a brown dog that usually comes with the owner, and it follows him. And it always like whenever the owner goes into the store, it always waits outside instinctively. Like it always waits by the door, waiting for the owner. You know, it doesn't like run off or anything. It just waits there. He doesn't even have a leash on it. And he calls the dog. The name of the dog by the owner is called Dog, which is really weird. But the dog. I saw the dog walking around by itself to the store. I'm like, why is he walking to the store by himself? He's usually with his owner, with his owner and shit. Like, where's the owner at? Dog just walks to the store by himself. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll ignore it for now. And then the bottle machines are going off, so I had to take one of the bottles out, take it out to the back, and then as I was coming back, I see that the dog's sitting in the middle of the road, and there's a bunch of concerned people watching. I'm like, why is the dog in the middle of the road? And then, I'm just sitting there, and then I was a little bit concerned about that, but I'm like, okay, he's going to eventually move, right? He's going to move. Alright, it's a she. She's going to move, right? So then, I go back to the bottom room, have to take another bin out, and I still see the dog in the middle of the road. And I'm like, okay, this is concerning time. This is concerning time now. This is important right now. So then the dog, one of the people's like, can you call somebody? And they eventually get the dog into like the sidewalk or somewhere away from the road, but they have to like hold it down and stuff. Like it really wants to go into the middle of the road. I think it was trying to commit suicide. Here's what I think. I think the master either just owned the dog, or the master got so drunk that they died. Like literally just died somewhere. And then the dog was like so sad and distraught that the owner died that just want to commit suicide. It's really just wow. It's sad, but I think that's what really happened. So I finally get one of the supervisors to come outside, and we're trying to figure out what to do. She didn't want to call a pound because the owner would not be able to find a dog, and she didn't want to leave it out there either. So we just get into the sidewalk. we just get into the sidewalk, and then eventually I'm just left out there by myself to, like, you know, make sure the dog doesn't move or anything. And then Jesus Boy comes around, he's like, "Oh, I fucking hate this job! Fucking people in the bar room all day! Ah!" And he's all pissed off and shit. I'm like, "Okay, fine, calm the fuck down, Jesus Boy, I'll help you." So I started helping. I had to leave the dog alone. I was like sitting there just petting the dog, trying to keep it there from moving. It was working, but then I had to leave the dog alone to go to the bottle room again. And then went to the bottle room, a bunch of people in there. Some annoying ass old guy that like steals, I don't know, he always has a bunch of plastic bottles and stuff, and he just throws them in the compactor, and it's just annoying as fuck. But he's in there, and it's all like so many people in there, and basically he's like, you know what, he was so pissed off that he actually went on his like 30-minute lunch at 4:30. Now, the time I was leaving it from work is at 5. So he instinctively set his, well, since we work on maintenance, like maintenance people can like actually choose their break and their lunch whenever they want to. It's not like scheduled for him or anything. So he chose to go on lunch at 4:30 so that I'd be by myself for like the last 30 minutes of my shift, which is really fucking annoying and bullshit. But whatever. I'm out of there now and I'm telling the story. But the dog was trying to commit suicide, and I had to watch over it. Got garbage spilled on me. It was really annoying in the bottle room. I think it's a sign of the $20 curse, because you know why? Because it doesn't normally happen. That never happens ever, because I never find money on the ground. I usually do, but that's very rare. That's a very rare occurrence. Now I found $20, and look what happens. All this crazy shit happens on this one day. Like, the dog is never by himself. The dog is always with his owner. I get a bunch of nasty ass, disgusting garbage spilled on me. Wet, dirty, maggot-infested water spilled on me. I think I might have to actually burn these clothes or just wash them like 50 times until to just get it off. And the ballroom was just annoying, and just people in general was just annoying today. And work really sucked. I didn't even get carts done. Like, the carts are so bad that like I didn't even care anymore. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. The next person can take over from there. I'm fucking sick of this. I'm fucking out of here. I left, and now I'm here telling the story. And the moral of the story is that if you find $20 on the ground, don't take it. Don't take it. No matter how good it looks. You know, even if it buys you a sorbet, which I'm about to eat right now, and juice and some other ice cream and vinegar and Doritos, barbecue smoky chipotle flavored barbecue Doritos, don't do it. Don't do it. If you find $10, you can take that, because nobody really cares about $10 that much. If you find $5, definitely take it. If you find $1, just pocket it. Just be like, I found $1, and pocket that shit right in front of everybody. No one's gonna care about a fucking dollar. It's $1. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do about this $1. I'm gonna rip this. No, I can't do it. That's too important. That's too precious to me. The $1 is too precious to me. But you know what? That's all I have to say for now. I'm gonna get stupid. Bye.